What's going on, y'all? It's me, Gospel Lee. Welcome to another episode of the Backpack Blog. This episode covers the show that I did in Avondale, Arizona on Friday, October 31st, Halloween. I guess I didn't really know, but it's always been kind of like a secret thing for me, like a secret aspiration or dream to do a show on Halloween. And so I finally got that opportunity to do a show on Halloween, and it was just a blast. Like, I absolutely had a wonderful time. The event that I was at was a trunk or treat. And for those of you guys that don't know, a lot of churches will do an outreach where they have church members. They will come and open up their trunk and decorate their trunk and pass out candy, and usually it's a competition, so the best trunk wins. And so it's really kind of a really cool community outreach. It was even cooler to be a part of such an outreach on Halloween. And so I was just really, really thankful and grateful to be a part of such a crazy and awesome event. The thing that was really cool was the church that I went to, this outreach, like, they brought out the entire community. So within like 30, 45 minutes, there's like, 100, 200 people there, and, half of them are kids. And so it was just a really, really cool audience. And so I had 3 15-minute sets. And so I was like, how do I, what am I going to do to make this interesting? So I decided I would, do some of my originals and freestyle every set, like with every set. After the first set, I was like, well, why don't I just freestyle about different kids dressed up in their costumes? It'll be a challenge for me, and I'm sure maybe the crowd will like it. The crowd loved it. Like, every single time I freestyled about, different kids' costumes, it was cool because, like, all of a sudden all the parents wanted to, pay attention. They got their camera phones out, and it was just a really good time. It was a challenge for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, now they're really paying attention. I kept getting thrown off because the kids were so adorable and they would start dancing, and I had to really focus. So it was a really, really great time. It was also a perfect environment to try out some of the new material that I'd been working on. There's songs like Beautiful Not Broken that I've never done live before that I got to do, and All Glory Above Me is a song that I've just finished, and I actually recorded it the week before, and so it was really cool to kind of get that out and see the reaction. I think the very coolest part of this show for me is connecting with people at the table afterwards. So I was done with the show, and I was, stepping off and going to the table, and I met 4 or 5 of these, 6 to 8-year-old kids. I didn't really notice it at the time, but, somebody that was working my table was like, you should have seen how those kids were looking at you. Like, they were just really looking up to you. It was cool because I was able to use that time to really speak in their lives and encourage them and say, you're going to be amazing at whatever you want to do, whatever your heart is wanting to do, whatever you're wanting to grow up to be, you're going to be that. You're going to be amazing. So stick with that. I think that's my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things about this whole thing, is being able to use my position and use whatever influence that I have to speak into people's lives and encourage them, especially young people, and also, like, children. Essentially, I feel like this rap thing and this gift that God has given me gives me some kind of place of credibility in their lives, so that when I'm speaking to them and saying they can do whatever they want and that they're going to do amazing things, and that I believe in them, that it has a place to land and it hits home because of this credibility.